All right, so today we're diving deep into something pretty out there, I gotta say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one's gonna make you think.
Okay, I'm intrigued already.
So get this, it's about the fall of Atlantis,
Okay.
and this theory connects it to the moon.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, we're looking at this YouTube video.
Right.
It's from Beyond Truth, and let me tell you,
Yeah.
this one, it goes deep down the rabbit hole.
Like alternative history rabbit hole.
Exactly, alternative history,
Yeah.
so buckle up.
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be good.
So this video dives into ancient astronaut theories.
Okay.
And they're suggesting that, maybe extraterrestrial beings
Right.
visited Earth a long time ago.
Okay. Yeah.
And they may have had a hand in shaping civilizations.
That's a popular one. Interesting.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, right?
For sure.
Okay, so the video starts off with this bold claim.
Lay it on me.
Okay, so the Atlanteans,
Yeah.
they weren't from Earth.
Oh, interesting. Where were they from?
They came from the Sirius star system.
Warp.
And their home planet, get this, it was destroyed, so they had to come to Earth.
Okay.
And they traveled in this massive spaceship.
Wait. What are you saying? What was their spaceship?
Their spaceship is what we now know as the moon.
You're saying the moon
The moon.
is a spaceship.
Was their spaceship?
That's wild. Okay. All right. I'm with you.
I know, right? That's pretty wild.
So Ceres has always been like
Yeah.
kind of a focal point in these theories.
Exactly.
Like ancient Egypt, Ceres was huge.
Oh, yeah.
Like the goddess Isis, their calendar system.
Right.
But the moon as a spaceship, I mean,
I know it's a lot.
that brings up some questions, right?
Yeah.
Like how is interstellar travel even possible?
Yeah.
And the moon, how old is it really? What is it made of?
Right.
How could anyone survive that trip?
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of questions there.
A lot to unpack.
A lot to unpack. But, for this deep dive,
Okay.
let's just say, let's entertain the possibility that the moon
All right.
really was this incredible vessel,
All
right?
right. Okay.
Oh.
I'm suspending disbelief for now.
Perfect. So according to the video, the Atlanteans, they established their city at
Yeah.
Atlantis, right?
Atlantis, the legend.
It was like this hub, this center of technology and knowledge.
Makes sense. Advanced civilization, right?
Right. But like so many empires
Yeah.
throughout history, something happened.
Oh, of course. They all fall eventually. What happened here?
Right. It caused their downfall.
Okay, so what took them down?
So this is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
It ties together these ancient astronaut ideas
Uh-huh.
with this concept that we see playing out even today.
What's that?
It's this idea of the rise and fall of power.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. That's timeless.
Right.
Very relevant.
Okay. So the video talks about this tyrannical ruler, Cronus.
Cronus, all right?
And he makes this deal.
A deal. With who?
Yeah, with these mysterious dark forces.
Like dark force
Yeah, that are hiding within the earth.
within the earth. Like underground.
Uh-huh.
That's a little spooky.
I know, right? It sounds like something out of a fantasy novel.
It does. Hidden entities. Waiting to grab power.
Right.
It makes you think
Yeah.
about these recurring themes, right? These
Yeah.
hidden forces controlling things.
Yeah.
It's in so many cultures.
Yeah.
So many stories throughout history. I mean, think about like demons, underworld gods,
Oh, yeah.
all these different mythologies.
Right.
It's like we're tapping into this primal fear,
Mm-hmm.
this fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Maybe this feeling that we're not really in control
Right.
of our own destiny. What do you think?
I definitely think it appeals to that sense of mystery and the
Yeah.
possibility of these forces beyond our comprehension.
It's a powerful idea.
It is.
Yeah.
But let's get back to Cronus.
Okay, Cronus, what happened?
The video claims that he was corrupted by these forces.
Oh, no.
Corrupted by power. And it led Atlantis down this path of conquest and war.
Classic.
Right.
It never ends well.
It never ends well.
So what happens next?
So Cronus isn't the end of the story.
Right.
His son, Poseidon, becomes a central figure.
Poseidon. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the Greek god Poseidon.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
He continues his father's legacy.
So the cycle continues.
Right. And this is where it gets really wild.
Okay. Wilder than a spaceship moon.
I think so.
I'm ready. Hit me.
Poseidon leads Atlantis into this war
War. Against who?
against another advanced civilization called Hyperborea.
Hyperborea, huh? I've heard that name somewhere.
Yeah, it's often associated with this mythical land in the far north.
Right. Rings a bell.
But this wasn't just your typical,
Yeah.
armies clashing.
Right.
The Atlanteans, they were using some seriously advanced weaponry.
Okay. Like what Give me the details.
Okay, they had energy crystals, weather control systems.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
Energy crystals, weather control. Are we talking like science fiction here?
I know, it sounds crazy.
It does.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, right?
It is.
Because so many ancient cultures,
Yeah.
they had really sophisticated knowledge like astronomy,
Right.
math, engineering. Think about the pyramids,
Yeah.
Stonehenge.
Yeah.
So is it possible? Could they have had technology that we just don't understand?
It makes you wonder.
It does. Or maybe it's just, stories, embellishments over time.
Right, right.
Taking something simple and making it sound more fantastic.
It's definitely possible.
It's possible, but fun to think about.
Yeah. But this war against Hyperborea,
Okay.
things weren't going too well for the Atlanteans.
Uh-oh. So they were losing.
Yeah, they needed something big
Yeah.
to change the tide.
Like a game changer.
Exactly.
So what did they do?
So this is where it gets really, really interesting.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
They decided to use the moon.
The moon. Their spaceship moon.
Yes, as a weapon.
What? How? Did they, shoot lasers from it?
No lasers.
What?
They activated this ancient crystal.
A crystal. What kind of crystal?
Yeah, that was hidden inside the moon.
Inside the moon.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and what did this crystal do?
They wanted to use the moon's energy
The moon's energy.
to cause massive flooding.
Flooding, like on Earth.
Yes, and wipe out their enemies.
Wow, okay, that's a big gamble.
That was a huge gamble.
So they're using the moon to control the tides, basically.
That was the idea.
Okay, so from a science perspective, the moon's gravity,
Right.
it already affects the tides, right?
Yeah.
So I guess in theory, if you could mess with its position
Right.
or its energy,
Yeah.
maybe you could trigger some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But the energy needed, that's got to be unimaginable.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have anything close to that kind of technology now.
Exactly.
And no evidence of it from ancient civilizations either.
Exactly.
But hey, we're talking about alternative history here.
Right.
A little suspension of disbelief is required.
Exactly.
So they messed with the moon. And what happened?
Okay, so as you can imagine, messing with the moon's energy had consequences.
I bet it did.
They lost control.
Oh, no.
It caused earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions,
A whole shebang.
everything.
Yeah.
The video describes it as this global cataclysm.
Global cataclysm. That's rough.
Yeah, and that's what ultimately led to Atlantis sinking beneath the waves.
So it's like all these disaster myths
Yeah.
across different cultures.
Right.
A great civilization destroyed by some catastrophe,
Right.
usually punishment, right?
Yeah.
Hubris. Misuse of power.
Right.
It's like a common thread.
It is.
Could there be some truth to it?
Right.
Like maybe memories of real disasters
Yeah.
embellished over time?
It's possible.
Makes you think about history and storytelling.
Yeah.
How we try to make sense of the past through these stories.
Right.
It's fascinating.
It is. So what about the moon, though?
Yeah, good question.
What happened to the moon after all this?
Right, because it's still there.
Well, according to the video, the moon,
Yeah.
it stayed in orbit.
Okay.
Its advanced technology was lost.
Lost. Like gone forever.
Yeah. And that energy crystal at its core,
Yeah. The one they used?
guarded by these mysterious ancient beings.
Mysterious ancient beings.
Yeah.
Who are they?
It doesn't say.
So we've got a cosmic ghost story happening
Yeah.
up there in the sky.
It definitely adds another layer of intrigue to the whole thing.
It does. It does. Okay. So that's
Yeah.
Atlantis gone.
Yeah.
Moon stuck in orbit.
Right.
But wait, the video doesn't stop there, does it?
No, it keeps
Because I have a feeling
Yeah.
this moon is not as empty as it looks.
It's not empty at all.
All right. So what else is going on up there?
That's what we'll get into in the next part of our deep dive.
Okay. I'm ready for more.
But for now, let's let our listeners process all this.
Yeah. They need a minute.
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
A lot to unpack for sure.
So much to unpack.
All right. Well, ready when you are.
Okay, we'll be right back.
It really is like, whoa, where do we even begin?
Right.
Spaceship moon, war with Hyperborea, global cataclysm. What's next?
So the video says, as Atlantis is sinking,
Okay.
Poseidon,
Yeah, this
he realizes what's happening.
Uh-huh.
Like his civilization is doomed.
Right.
So he leads his followers to these underwater cities.
Underwater cities, like they just went under the sea.
It's like they didn't completely disappear, right?
Okay.
Just retreated,
Hiding out.
hoping maybe to rebuild.
Wow.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Zeus and his family, they escaped Greece.
Zeus, like
Yeah.
the Greek god.
Yes,
So they become the Olympians.
the Olympian gods.
That's an interesting connection, right? Atlantis falls, the Olympians rise.
Right.
Like those myths we know, maybe they're echoes of real events.
Possible.
Passed down, embellished. Who knows?
Right.
How much of mythology is actually rooted in real history?
Right.
It's a question for the ages.
It really is.
But back to the moon.
The moon, yes.
So it's not a spaceship anymore.
Not a functioning one.
Right, just stuck there.
Trapped in orbit, tech's gone, crystals guarded by these beings.
Those mysterious ancient beings, right? It's like this cosmic relic.
Yeah, a silent witness to this incredible past.
It really is like a ghost story in the sky.
It is.
But that brings up another point, right?
Yeah.
This idea that the moon isn't just a rock.
Right.
It's got secrets, maybe even ancient tech.
Right.
This has fueled so many stories, conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
What do you think? Any truth to it? Lost tech on the moon.
I gotta say, the idea of finding remnants of an advanced civilization up there,
Yeah.
it's pretty exciting.
It's pretty exciting.
But the video, it doesn't stop there.
Oh, I knew it.
It goes a step further.
What? Further than ancient tech? Lay it on me.
It claims the moon is now a hub
A hub for what?
for various extraterrestrial civilizations.
Whoa, wait, like aliens are living on the moon?
They're hanging out on the lunar surface.
Okay, what kind of aliens are we talking about?
Beings from Sirius, Orion, even Arcturus.
Sirius, Orion, Arcturus, they're having a party up there.
It's a cosmic meeting ground.
Wow, okay, that's a lot to take in. So the moon's like Grand Central Station for aliens.
It's pretty wild.
It is wild. But hold on, if they're so advanced
Yeah,
and they've been watching us, why no open contact?
that's the big question.
Right, what's their plan?
Well, the video says different factions, different motives.
Good, different factions, so like, what? Some are good, some are bad.
Some might be benevolent, guiding us.
Yeah, like helping humanity along.
Others might have their own agenda.
More self-serving, maybe even dangerous.
Right, classic sci-fi trope.
It is. It taps into that fear, right?
Yeah.
The unknown, what's out there.
Encountering other life forms.
It's fascinating.
It is.
But let's remember,
Yes.
one interpretation, one YouTube video.
Right.
We got to be critical, think for ourselves.
Exactly.
What do you think, listener? Moon base for aliens? Plausible.
Don't forget about the Atlantean crystal.
Oh, right. The crystal, the one that caused the cataclysm.
Yeah, the video says groups are trying to get it.
Makes sense. Powerful energy source. Who wouldn't want that?
Right. Including a faction known as the Greys.
The Greys. Now, those are familiar.
Yeah, the classic alien archetype.
Right. UFOs, abductions, those little guys.
Yeah, big heads, gray skin.
Intentions always a bit murky.
Right. Sometimes helpful, sometimes not.
So, are they trying to get this crystal?
That's what the video says.
What for? To reclaim lost tech. Or for their own purposes.
Who knows?
It's like a sci-fi thriller.
All right. It really is.
Ancient civilizations, secret tech, power struggles on the moon.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. But let's reel it back in for a second.
Okay.
Back to reality.
Yeah, it's fun to speculate.
It is.
But we got to be grounded.
Right. Remember, this is just one interpretation.
Right.
One video, entertainment, not necessarily fact.
Exactly.
So, listener, be critical. Think for yourself.
Do your research.
Explore different perspective.
Come to your own conclusions.
It's just a starting point.
A springboard
A whole world of information out there.
waiting to be discovered.
I mean, spaceship moon, war with Hyperborea, aliens on the moon. It's a lot.
It's mind-blowing, right?
Yeah.
So what are your
Yeah.
thoughts? Are you buying into this or are you skeptical?
Honestly, it's a wild ride. And I think that's what's so cool about these alternative histories. They make you think outside the box, challenge what you think you know.
Right.
But like we've been saying, you got to be careful, think critically.
Absolutely. We've given you the story, but now it's your turn.
Yeah, do your own digging.
What stands out to you? What's believable? What's totally out there?
I'd say start with the source, right?
Yeah.
Go check out Beyond Truth on YouTube.
Yeah.
See what else they're saying, how they present their stuff.
Good point.
Look at their evidence, their sources. It's all about evaluating the information for yourself.
Right. And think about those connections to ancient myths.
Oh, yeah. We talked about Poseidon and the Olympians.
Right. But there are so many other myths and legends.
I'm all hinting at these advanced civilizations, disasters, even aliens.
Right. What if there's more to those stories than we realize?
Exactly. And you can even dive into Atlantis itself.
Yeah.
Plato talked about it, but was it real or just a story?
Right.
There's a ton of research out there, archaeological, historical. Try and figure out the truth.
It's a fascinating mystery.
It really is. And of course, there's the moon itself.
The moon, always there.
We talked about hidden tech, alien bases.
Right.
But what does mainstream science say? Look into that too.
Yeah, its formation, composition, its role. You might learn something new.
Exactly. The point is, this deep dive is just the beginning.
Yeah, it's a starting point.
A jump-off point into a whole world of possibilities.
So keep exploring, keep questioning, keep an open mind.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe you'll be the one to find the truth.
The truth is out there. Somewhere. And that's it for our deep dive this week.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening, everyone.